What's up, fam? So about 2 months ago, got back from DJ Collective, and before Collective, spoke with my buddy Joe Bunn, and he's been wanting me to rock a Bunn booth for quite some time. So purchased a Bunn booth, brought it back, and right away jumped into building it out the way I wanted it, but I want to capture the content of me building it. Over time, I've had people ask what I have in my DJ booths, gear-wise, mixers, mics, all that stuff. So I went ahead and recorded everything. So today, I'm putting that video together. Hopefully, this will help people that are building their own booths. If what I do isn't what you do, don't come at me. This is what I like to do, so you do you. But guys, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps other people come up with ideas for builds for their booths. What was cool is right after that build, I had an event that weekend. So I think I've got video in there of me taking the booth to that event and a quick time lapse of me putting it together. Overall, this booth is incredible. Joe don't pay me jack to do this. I'm doing this because I believe in the product. So hopefully this video helps you guys. If you got questions, hit me in the comments, shoot me a DM. Otherwise, I'm going. Today I worked on getting the top mocked up and ready to receive a Rev 7. Got the laptop stand there. But over here is everything that's going to be going in the booth. So the brains of it, obviously, is going to be the Rev 7, but we're going to be doing the Touchmix, the QSC Touchmix 8, Furman power conditioner. I'm going to have a Show Express dongle in there if I want to do lighting, a router for the Touchmix, 2 Shure RE3 microphones are going to go in here, a bunch of power ancillary stuff. But also, I had a custom red coat patch panel made. Got these guys' information from Jason Jani, and they've done 4 patch panels for me so far, and they are super, super legit. They come in all labeled exactly the way I want them. So I'm really, really excited about this. But let's see how this turns out. Let's go. So again, Touchmix 8, I want this to be able to slide out. So if I'm at an event, I need to change routing on something, I wanted this to be able to slide out of the booth so I can mess with it, but yet be safe. I don't want it just mounted on the front of it, we're gonna get damaged. So. The Touchmix mounted. We've also got the microphones mounted. So I think next thing I want to do, I still got some more stuff. One of the things I ordered that's not in yet is I ordered some drawers from Bunn at NLFX. Those are going to be in for a day or two, but I can keep the build going without the drawers. So, but right now, I think what I need to do is start kind of running all the lines for the mics and everything. So yeah, let's get that going.
right, fam, we're back. It's day 2 out here in the garage. Last night I got a little late, plus I had to go to the storage unit and grab all my extra XLR cables to wire this puppy up. So again, we're back, day 2. Up next, I'm gonna be installing the, I'm gonna be putting in a Chauvet 512 dongle. Some of my guys still use Show Express, so I wanna make sure that's available for them. I'm going to be putting in a Netgear router for the Touchmix so that I have a little bit wider bandwidth. And then I have a drawer that's going to be going in there. My Redco patch panel is going to be going in the bottom with a Trip Light Powerstrip thing in there. So yeah, not a whole lot left. The part that's going to take forever is just the wiring. Couple little hacks, little tricks and stuff that I use to help keep everything organized in my booth. One, I'm about to mount the power block for the Touchmix 8. Obviously, I don't want that moving around. It's kind of big, kind of heavy. If it slams against, it could possibly actually dent the Bunn booth. So, favorite friend, 2-sided Velcro. So I'm gonna Velcro that to the bottom of the booth. That's the main power block. That'll be going into the Furman power conditioner. So that'll help a lot of gear that you can't really bolt down, but also cabling. Like, it's nice to keep your cables somewhat organized, somewhat clean. So if something comes apart, you can kind of easily backtrack it. So I got 2 solutions for that. One are these little 3M, let me drop those. These little 3M little hook things. So what's cool is you flip that up. So they're just cable organizers with 2-sided tape on the back. So I'll put a couple of these down the sides or the front of the actual pedestal, and then you can put your cables in there, and then this clips down and holds your cables in place. Another one for some maybe your thicker, bigger cables are these. They're kind of little bit of like zip tie kind of things. So basically you put your cables through, put this up, and then it hooks on, so then your cables can't come loose. So again, I'll put these down in the description below. But both of these are super great to help keep cables organized, everything cleaned up. I don't know about everyone else might be watching this, but I'm really anal about keeping my cables clean and organized. So quick tip, make sure you have some sort of cable clip that helps keep your cables cleaned up. So something else I'm doing, the Trip Light Powerstrip I'm putting at the bottom had a 10-foot cable, and I just don't want all that extra cable down here. So I cut it down to about 3 foot, because literally it's going to here. So this is plenty of space on it. So I'm gonna wire it up. I just got a plug that I just lost. I'll find it. But plug from Lowe's, just a 115 plug. So I'm gonna wire that up to shorten this up, get rid of some of that weight of that additional cable. So if you don't know how to do your own cables, it's a really good skill to learn. I don't do DMX cables, I don't do XLR cables, but power cables, that's pretty easy, so I can handle that. So learn how to do cables. Next, what I'm going to install is this. So just a small little shelf. I already pre-mounted just two-sided Velcro tape. Chauvet Express, and this actually has a donner on it because a lot of my guys have the both lighting S4 uplights, and this is the system we use for that. So the donner connection, and then also a Netgear router. We're done, pretty much. Got a few little less things left to tweak, but it is done. So gonna flip it around, gonna give you guys a little tour, but I was just jamming here in the garage. I grabbed a pair of Evolves out of the trailer, set them up. I got a few last things to do on the Touchmix, just setting levels and everything. I gotta program the microphones, but yeah, I think it's pretty good, so check it out. So here we go. So Touchmix here at the top. Got everything mapped out for that. So basically what I have going up to the top of the booth is I have 4 cables that are gonna go into the back of the Rev 7. It'll be my 2 mains. Also, I'm actually running my booth out down to the bottom of the patch panel. I'll take the top off here in a minute and show you guys that. I got a power supply in there to run power for the MacBooks, for the iPad and all that stuff. But again, I'll take the top piece off here in just a minute and show you guys what all's in there. But as for, like I said, Touchmix is the main mixer. And then, like I said, I'm using right below that, the Bunn booth shelf there. So I can put iPad in there, cell phone in there, but also, so I have a power here so I can run power to it. Furman power conditioner, and then the 2 Shure RE3 microphones. Got those with the half-wave antennas. And then below that is the Chauvet Express dongle, as well as a wireless router. So I haven't tested how far it'll go yet, but as of right now, the iPad's running perfectly with all of that. So, and then I've got a drawer. Now, listen, understand this. The Bunn booth is pretty slim. I think I measured it and it's like 11 3/4 inches deep. This is a 10-inch drawer, so it fits. If it's much bigger than a 10-inch deep drawer, it will not fit. So keep that in mind. And then the custom patch panel. Now, I did have to do a little modification with it. When Redco made it, they had the power con kind of more recessed in, and the power would not connect. It would not go all the way in. So had to remove that, had some of those here. That piece is, and what I mean by that is this was inset inside that hole. So like I said, the plug cannot go in there. So I took it out. I had some power con connector, so I just made up my own real quick and put it in there, and then the additional trip light power. So the power is going to each of the Evolve 50s. All right, so here's inside the booth. Obviously, again, Rev 7. I Velcroed down the power block for the controller, so it wouldn't move and whenever I take the booth apart. So that's Velcroed down. I ran some of those cable ties I showed you earlier, ran a couple of those to tie everything down. And then back in here, under here, I do have a little power strip. So whenever I go to disconnect, or if I want to take the top off the pedestal of the booth, the plug here goes right down underneath here and plugs in right here. So all I gotta do is unplug that and then pop these 4 connections, stuff them down to the pedestal, and it's done. So then it will all come apart. And then right here, I ordered a 160 watt Anchor power bank. What's cool is it shows how much power is being used. So I just got to Velcro that down still. So, but this will be able to power 2 MacBooks simultaneously, or MacBook, iPad, so on and so forth. But, and then I do have an extra power drop here in case there's something else I need to power up. Last night, finished the Bunn booth. So today we're gonna use it for the first time. I'll put a photo here in just a second. So that was all the gear that was loaded in the back of my truck. Didn't bring the trailer today, threw everything in the back of the truck. The Bunn booth is completely broken apart right now. This is gonna be the first time I'm setting it up at an event with it tore apart. So this might take me a little longer than normal, just trying to get everything figured out. But I mean, there's all the gear right there. So we're gonna see how this goes. Like I said, it might be a little rocky doing this, but it's a learning experience for all of us. So here we go. So also right now, 12:35. We're gonna time how long this takes for me to set up. So, 12:56. Computer's firing up. Everything's on. Speaker. Turn that up. Done. Turn this one on.
All right, y'all, just got done editing the video together. I'm sorry it's a little bit longer, but I thought it would be helpful and beneficial to kind of basically see the whole process of building the video out. So if you skip through, you just missed a lot of time-lapse stuff. So did the event, everything went flawless. So today is Thursday, January 22nd. We've done a couple events now with the Bunn booth. Pros and cons. There's honestly, y'all, not a whole lot of cons. The only con really is I built the booth to handle the types of events that we do. And I didn't want to have to bring in additional mixers, rack stuff, anything. I wanted the Bunn booth to be ready for any level, any scale of event. So I added a lot of gear in there. With that being said, it is a little heavy. I'm fine with it. I can handle it. It's been broken apart twice for events now. The top, not too bad at all. I mean, Joe said, you know, you really shouldn't keep the motorized platter controllers in there. I did. I strapped it and it was perfectly fine. And just be careful because it is a little bit heavier with motorized platters. The pedestal's got some weight. It really does. Because again, there's a lot of gear in there. There's the Touchmix in there, 2 microphones, power strips, Furman, drawer, cabling. There's a lot of stuff in there. So it is a little bit heavy. For me, it's not a big thing. 90% of the time, I'm going to have that in our trailer. I have a little cart that it sits on straps to, rolls in and out of the trailer. I have the Bunn cases for when we take it apart, but I purchased the 2 key covers for when we're staying together, and those are perfect. Those covers are amazing. So if you're looking to buy them, just buy them. They did an amazing job. Shout out to 2 key covers. No cons really besides the weight. Pros, I mean, it looks clean, it looks sleek. Setup time is super quick. I mean, that video, it was, what, 20 some odd minutes. The booth's great, guys. So anyways, let's wrap this thing up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got questions, comments, hit me in the comments. If you got questions for me personally, shoot me a DM. I mean, most people know how to get a touch of me. But again, Joe, great job on the booth, boy. You guys did an amazing job. And the rest of you guys, hope to catch you soon. Later.